I'm going to go live on there now. So if you're just joining me on YouTube and Facebook, go to my Instagram one because I've already been on here for a little bit now on talking about. I know, is that crazy? I'm like, why isn't this live? Why don't I see my countdown on there? Because there's a countdown on the other one, and it's not there. Oh my goodness gracious! But anyways, I was on a roll. But this is coming into where, especially with Saturn and with 4 planets that are going to be still retrograde, and Saturn's not going to be going forward until the beginning of November, which is in a couple weeks, and my birthday, by the way. Yes, my birthday. I am a Scorpio with over six aspects in my Scorpio sign. So if you want to talk about Scorpio fucking shit, I can tell you about Scorpio fucking shit. I can tell you about what the strife and the discord is because I live it and I've learned to live with it. I've learned to work with it. Sometimes it's very fucking overwhelming, just saying, but I've learned to come from the bowels of hell and go to the heights. That's why I do what I do. If I didn't do what I do, it probably would have been other things that probably weren't very positive. Let's say that. We'll go back to my early 20s and my crazy party days when I used to do a lot of strife and discord in many different ways. Uh, but coming into it and but the other crazy part is that Pluto and Saturn have been for the longest time, especially from 2019 all the way to when he went into Aquarius, 30 degrees apart, and that 30 degrees apart still caused a lot of it caused activation of disruption within the world. We saw it with the Saturn Pluto conjunction that happened through 2020. And so, and even from when Saturn entered into Capricorn in 2017. And that's when I kept, a lot of information kept coming into me about markets and about other things. Don't be doing this. We're going to get lockdowns. We're going to have all of this. And, to break to their conjunction, and then had on, was it the new year of 2022? Is it, no, 2021? Um, Going into the Saturn Jupiter conjunction at 0 degrees Aries or 0 degrees Aquarius. And everybody, big news about that, of, you know, of this energy coming together because a new light is coming, something new is coming, a new age is upon us, and it's unfolding. And as this new age is unfolding, the old age has to close off. And the old age that has to close off with all of that, and I'm getting back to that 30 degrees, is the age of the Pisces. The old age of the age of the Pisces. The age of the Pisces was that of Christ, of that of Jesus, the fish, the symbol. That was Jesus. Before that was the age of the Taurus, the cow. So we're seeing ages end. We're seeing the ages end. Now, with that 30 degrees, this time, even with Saturn going all the way back to 0 degrees, Pluto is going forward, you know, but they're just going to miss that 30 degrees by about a degree, because if they would have come together within that 30 degrees, we would see a lot more. It's almost where the universe, the powers that be, the divine, the Christ, is trying to get us to witness things to almost its extremities to awaken us, and to awaken us in a way that allows us to stand not in fear, but in love, and taking the love route. And in taking the love route allows us to be more in a harmonious way and bring forth the alignments. But Saturn right now has this sort of in the in between worlds. And those squares, the thing is that Pluto only went up to 0 degrees Aquarius, then retrograded back. This time we won't see Pluto go back to Aquarius till September of next year, I believe. So he's going quite a ways into Aquarius, then dips back into Capricorn, and Saturn will have moved on and getting closer to Neptune. And this is where we start to look at what it is, and especially with Mars. And Mars, is trying his darndest to bring in some positiveness, trying to bring in some goodness, but yet we have Venus in fall position, not feeling good. She's trying to do some stuff, but she's kind of bitchy and nitpicky at things. So nitpicky, people are getting nitpicky about things. It's got to be this way, it's got to be that way. Why are you doing that way? Da, 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 da. Even though Jupiter, bringing in the beautiful universal energy with a grand trine that's coming in, wants us to see that power. But there's so many, the massiveness of the squares and the sissy quadrats that are coming in are getting us to really sort of crunch us a lot, and squeeze us, so that we are not coming to the fullness of our grace. We're not coming to that point of resurrection or renewal. I'm going to say resurrection because Pluto comes in, because it's the death and resurrection. So, and Venus is not even up to full speed yet. So this is coming into a very realistic way of looking at the world and being very practical because of the Taurus energy and the earth energies that come in. There's a practicality of how we need to do what we need to do. That's even within our own spirituality, having a practicality of how we are integrating that spiritual realm into our life, and how we are taking it out into the world, in what we do in our muggle world, into our jobs, into how we, drive our cars, and how you are integrating when you go into grocery stores, or you're just walking along the street. How do you integrate with people? Are you saying hello? Are you smiling? Are you being, frowny bitch? However it is, this is how you're integrating with the world, and this is what's coming up. So you have to, start looking at it. And we're in that in between the solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse, which is crazy energies. And this is harsh reality truth that we're seeing. And there's stuff there you don't want to see and know that is there, because it's heavy, it's harsh, it's overwhelming. But we're wanting, the energies are wanting us to say, it's just like, what, when you see it, when you get the strife and the discord within your life, when you get that craziness with Eris, it is saying, what do I need to look at within my realm right now? Uranus is basically opposite my Venus, because my Venus is at the end of Scorpio, and almost going to be opposite my Mars, which I'm not looking forward to a Uranus opposition to my Mars, because my Mars is just into Sagittarius, meaning that I know there's going to be some kind of disruption over the next couple years. Like, when he goes into Gemini in around 25, 26, there's going to be something that's going to, because it is my health house, there's going to be something that's going to come in about health, and a change or something disruptive with health. And it's going to be, with Mars, it's going to be fast. And Uranus, it's going to be electric. So it could be, and he's in Gemini. So it I'm not sure, but it's, it's keeping myself healthy, understanding what that is, in order for myself to be able to embrace the changes that happen within myself and within the world around me. I can see that in my own chart, right? So it gives me an idea of what's going on with my own chart, and understanding my own chart. That's why it's good to understand your chart. It's a really good thing. I'll be making classes up that people can purchase and study on their own, for astrology too. That's in the making. That's part of the information I got that I'm supposed to be doing, but I got to follow through with it. So I need a kick in the ass to do it. But this is not letting the fear take over. I know that. I understand that energy that's coming in. I understood the energies of the, of my sun squaring Saturn, and during my Saturn return. So what happened there? My husband had a stroke. He got a pacemaker. The house we lived in sold in a month, and we had to move. Did it work out? Yeah, it worked out. Was it hell? Yeah, it was hell. I had to get a job at a grocery store, which is like I'll never work in a grocery store again. Um, I really had to learn how to come back into who I am and trust in my gifts and the direction I need to go into, and really honor that. And it's a hard thing, when you have things to pay and you're um and so forth. It's kind of nice having a check coming in because that's guaranteed, right? When you work on your own, there's no guarantee of money coming in. You got to make sure you get out there and you promote yourself and you create the things that you need to create in order to bring the abundance into your life. That's what you got to do as a as an entrepreneur, whatever that is, right? Whatever that is. So this is where we're going to find within our own selves, and especially with Mars making, to Eris, an escalation. So if we go to the world events, we're going to see an escalation on world events. With Mr. Biden being where he is right now, I don't think that's a very good place for him. But I don't think, can he make changes? No, he cannot make changes. Will there be negotiations that will work right now? I don't think so. Not with the South Node in Libra. There's going to be a lot of unrest that's still going to come in. Will this escalate to something more? Definitely. Definitely. It will. But how are we, it's like, if you look at things in World War II, World War II didn't hit everywhere in the world. There's how many countries in the world? I mean, yeah, we might have participated in it, but we did not have to send our children to the rural areas like they did in England, right? We didn't have our country taken over, occupied by another country like France. So there are things, I mean, the UK and things that are going to be happening over there in Europe, it's going to be massive. It's going to be massive, and the unrest that is going to unfold over there is going to be um the likes of what we haven't seen before, and it's going to get people to say, hey, we don't agree with that. It's almost where, you're it's like get ready for the Trojan War because of Eris, right? So what happened with the Trojan War? It's like you're kind of at sort of you've been fighting with these people all this time and they sent you a wooden horse. It's like the IRA sending you a bomb. I don't know if anybody understands that. Sending you some mail. It's like, you're not going to open it up, right? You're going to send it back to sender. It's that kind of thing. But there is going to be some form of a Trojan horse that is going to come in, and that things aren't going to feel normal. And especially with that sun squaring Pluto. And this will be the longest. This is going to be the longest sun squared Pluto that we're going to have, especially with the moon there, the moon passing over. It's like, we're going to feel like, oh, what the hell's going on? This is so much. What do I need to learn from this? And this is us coming back to our heart center, us putting our hands on our heart and asking, which way do I need to go today? What is bringing me in joy? What is bringing me in what makes my heart fill with joy, and coming to that point, because Mars in Scorpio, coming in, everything's going to move extremely fast. Mercury's coming in. There's going to be that Sun and Mercury Gazini, which I don't like the Gazinis because they always add, do something crazy to my system. But this is about survival. Pluto is about survival. What is that survival that you need to do in your life at this time? And it's swift. There's no swift movement right now, but it's where things are hiding, bubbling up, So you got to look into your personal life. What have you been hiding from yourself? What are those shadow areas that you need to look at? Hence, some of that we're going to be covering this weekend in the vision board course. It's not just a vision board course, it's a course about manifesting a better world for yourself. But in order to manifest a better world for yourself, you have to come to a higher, a higher place in, within yourself and within those around you. This is where bonds tight or, become tight and secure. What are the bonds that you are making in the world? Who are the people you are surrounding yourself with? This is shaking life. This is boat rocking in every which way that we are entering into the rest of this week and into the weekend. We are coming into a rocking week. And this is going to push us to the extremes that we haven't seen as of yet. This is going to be, coming into where we are going to hold on to all the rounds and hold together and powerful things. These are powerful things to stay focused on, what it is that we are wanting to create, how we are wanting to create them, and the people we are wanting to have around us. It isn't for you to go and hide in the cellar. It's about getting your ass out of the cellar, because the cellar is the underground. It's, with Hades, it's getting yourself out of the underground into the light and saying, this is what we need to do. And with the Taurus and the Scorpio energy, this is the powers of extreme. You know, it is a power that is taking us to the next level, and especially, how we are going towards, and especially with the lunar eclipse that is going to be in Taurus at, I think, 3 or 4 degrees in Taurus. So we're going to have our next moon. It's going to be a lunar eclipse in Taurus, right? So where would the sun be? In Scorpio. So if you're thinking about some of the most craziest, scariest, ghoulish time, welcome to Halloween. Because this Halloween is going to be the best celebration that we're going to have out of all the holidays between now and the end of the year. Because the rest of the holidays are not going to have that jovial energy, because Jupiter is retrograde and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is the reason why you get a fucking fabulous gift at Christmas time. Because if it was Capricorn before that, you would not get a good gift. You would get a practical gift like printing paper. So we have, and he'll be retrograde, and most times he's usually forward by then, so you sort of may feel like a little oomph, and then when Christmas comes, you feel a lot better because he's forward and everything feel a little bit more jovial. But this time it's not until New Year's Eve as we head into the new year. So this is very much oneness and loving, and wanting us to come into the oneness and the loving of this energy as things are going to escalate. And looking at the beautiful gifts that you do have in your life and having those gratitudes. A gratitude journal is so important. What is that gratitude journal that you are creating? How are you creating your gratitude journal? What are the prompts that you're using for your gratitude journal? I started doing prompts before on, what to write with your gratitude journal. Some of the ones I'm going to be going through some of that with everybody this weekend. This is where it's not, I just get like, there's not a great one coming forward to bind us together. It's going to be the people that are going to bind us together, the people that aren't choosing the side, the people that are coming into the oneness. That's what's going to bind us. And it's going to be difficult because of the horrificness of everything that will be seen and unseen, because not everything is told. That you have to understand there's a reasoning for all of it. And when you understand there's a reason for it all, you can come into the light and give those through this a thank you for coming in to wake us up in such extreme, crazy, fanatical, unrealistic ways. Because that's the only way we will wake up. as humans and choose humanity, because that is the Aquarius energy. It is the humanity. Let's pull some astrology cards. The card I picked for myself today was Archangel Jamiel, and it's New Beginnings. It is the Judgment card, the card of coming out of the coffin. So the New Beginnings is coming out of the darkness and into the light. The trumpets are playing. The trumpets are going. The trumpets of Israel. That's what it, thank you. Yeah, because that's what they play. They have a trumpet. Who's the trumpet? What is the trumpet called? If anybody knows what the trumpet's called, the angel of the trumpet. Can't. My mind is. So no, you're going to feel off this week. No, you're not going to feel very grounded this week, and you might feel a little bit on edge. Honor yourself with that, because it is such heavy energies. So know that there's going to be a little bit of craziness that's going to unfold with all of that as we go. So as we go, I pull the South Node. So the South Node's life stats. There's a lot there that's being uncovered for us all, with the South Node. The South Node is in Libra right now. So looking at what we are trying to justify, justifying what we are saying and what we are doing and being, karma, when properly understood, is just the mechanics through which consciousness manifests. Deepak Chopra. Nice. So restriction, challenge, dramatic, sweeping change, doors closing while others open, breaking free of fetters, psychic breaks that bring on full potential. Ooh, it is the 10 of Swords. So the South Node is the 10 of Swords. So think of the 10 of Swords, all those swords in the back, what that means, what that looks like. That means that it's an ending. So ending, the closing doors, beginning, a shocking loss. So shocking news, things that are shocking. What does Libra represents? Harmony, family, balance, relationships, right? It's more, what kind of relationships you have. So what is being affected? Relationships on all levels, diplomatic relationships, marital relationships, with the South Node being there. So this is like looking at it, but there could be, what is the fresh start that's going to come in from that? And there is the Aquarius energy, the I know. The Aquarius energy comes in and says, you know what? We know what we need to do. You know what direction you need to go into, and you need to embrace in and not hide from. But many times we want to hide from that energy, and it's the 6 of Wands. So Aquarius, or no, it's not the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands, that didn't make sense to me once I said it. Is it the 6 of Wands? Yeah, it's not the 6 of Wands. That doesn't make sense. That's Sagittarius. Yeah. The star card is the Aquarius card. That makes sense. Yes. So this is the eccentricity. Good word. I said it. I'm pretty proud of myself. Surprises, standing alone, the future, technology, outer space, and mastery. So there's a lot to do with surprises, changes. So we know that the surprises and changes are going to come upon us, upon how we choose, because it's life, deaths. So how are we choosing? What are the things that we are needing to look at within our own life that are the strife and the discord? Because we are standing alone. There's a future, a lot to do with technology coming in. So there's a lot of technology that's coming in. Uranus being in Taurus, very electrifying, something new, and it has to do with this world. He rules Aquarius, and Aquarius is, with Pluto coming in, there's going to be something of technology that is electrifying, that is going to be coming forward and taking hold of the world that we know. And through that all, it's about our routine. What is your routine as this is all unfolding? What is it that you are doing in order to create the harmonious world that you need to create? And understand that when something that doesn't align, that doesn't feel right, that feels bad and ugly and, oh, why me? That you need to have some kind of routine. That's the 7 of Pentacles. What is that you're creating? Daily work, healing thoughts, discernment. This has to do with small animals too. That's the 6th house. It has to do with animals, employees, and order lines. So this is about, what are we doing? What is the, analyzing the situation, the efficiency that we are doing, the work that we're doing in our life. What is that alignment that is happening for us all? And with that, it is the body is a sacred garment. Martha Graham. You must change your usual way of looking at things. So if you have a way of looking at things, if you're hanging on to it has to look this way, then you're going to find the discord. You're going to find more of the strife because you're not trying to open yourself up to see a different way or a different doorway. Because a door will close, as the South Node says, a new door will open. So trusting in that. And this is where, with Mercury coming in, because Mercury's the ruler of the 6th house, in this, it's about our routine and everyday life. And it is not so much dazzling place. That's why Venus doesn't like to be there. She wants to be dazzled. She wants to be out there. She wants to show her stuff and strut, her thing. Can't do it when she's in Virgo. Can't do it. Can't strut. But I can let you know what I know. I can let you understand that there are changes that need to be made, and we need to understand those changes in order for us to walk a better walk for our own selves, in how we do things, in how we take care of ourselves. Are we doing our medical appointments? Are we, making sure that we're taking our vitamins? If you need to see a doctor, are you going to see a doctor? Or are you saying, oh, I don't like doctors. Doctors are dumb. That's what I say. But you know what? I'm probably wrong. Maybe I do need to go for a checkup, as my husband always says. You need to go for a checkup. And messages. Messages are going to come in. 3rd house, that's Gemini. Mercury ruled again. So a lot of messages are going to be coming in. We got Mercury coming in. Mercury and Uranus. Uranus is the higher point of Mercury, the higher education, the higher evolution of what Mercury is. Mercury is the lower part of I knowing, the education. What do I need to know here? It is the social media energy. So it's getting to know that and being willing to go through the new doors that open for you, right? So having you go through that energy, with this. So let's see what the card is for lovely Mr. Gemini. It's the 3 of Pentacles. Being seen, right? This is the neighbors, the siblings, the sign, the documents, the communication, the rumors. This is where finding the words, the right words, discussion between two minds, being open and being willing to hear either side in a very beautiful, talkative way. That's where the energies are coming in. What is the harmony do I need to do to create when I am not clear on how I'm really feeling and my emotions that are coming forth, with all of this, and knowing that I am the divine. I am the light. I am that of what God is. There you go. I want you all to have a fabulous, beautiful day today. Shine your light. Be kind. It might be a little tough one, today and, as we're going through tomorrow. If you're needing a reading, definitely let me know. I can book you into next week and get you in there. And yeah. Or if you're if you're in the Calgary area and wanting to go on a little ghost hunt, because I'm going into the East Village. Haven't done the East Village. My husband's coming with me because he says it's a dangerous area at night. So because we're not far from the rehab center and stuff. So it's a little bit dodgy area, but I know we're going to be fine. I'm not worried about that. And we're not far from Fort Calgary, which is crazy. I just have to remember to film it all, as I really want to film the energies and stuff like that. that are coming through. So I want to do a little documentation of our journey as we walk through. So that should be fun. I'm quite looking forward to that. If you're wanting to join, it'll be $30 and we'll end up in a coffee shop or a little pub, maybe, and go for a quick drink and a reading. So there you go, get a little mini reading. Anyways, the other thing, I will be coming out in November and December. November, starting to promote to do if you are wanting to get the package for the new moon and full moon readings, those are going to be coming out next month. So just let you know, because you will receive 24 readings for 2024. So, and that'll be twice a month. So, starting in January. So the first ones will start in January. If you are getting the package for 2024, we'll start in January and go all the way to the end for 24 mini readings. So next year is going to be just a ball buster. That's for sure. Anyways, have a blessed one, and we will talk to you all tomorrow. Blessed be everybody. Thank you for joining me. And sorry you didn't get the first part of the whole thing on YouTube or Facebook. Go over to my Instagram. You'll get the first half of it. So sorry.